Good morning and welcome to Composition 2, which is an introduction to critical reading, that is literary analysis, as well as writing and improving your research skills. I hope you will enjoy the rather limited readings I've chosen in a particular genre. And genre is just kind of a French scholarly fancy word for types, and there's a lot of different types of literature. There's mysteries and romance and sci-fi. When AC went to the 7-week plus final exam writing semester, I had to kind of limit my selections, and I wanted some unification, something that would hold together. So this semester we're looking at dystopian literature, which is pretty popular right now. Dystopian literature is hopeful, actually, because it's meant to give a word of caution. And you wouldn't caution someone unless you thought there was hope of seeing a problem and then addressing it, right? So although the stories are kind of 1984-ish, the most famous dystopian book ever written, 1984, the authors meant them to give a word of hopeful caution. They're a warning. And certainly timely. Dystopian literature, the first dystopian story you're going to read, and let me rephrase that, the oldest one you're going to read was written in 1909, so it's nothing new. But these stories have kind of gone up and down in popularity, and they are quite popular again now because we are living in such uncertain, seems like foundations are a little shaky, a lot of tension, a lot of fear. Dystopian novels seem to gain in popularity. So this semester you'll be reading dystopian short stories, a little bit of poetry. We only have time for 2, so don't panic. And I hope you kind of enjoy them. The course is kind of structured, and I think if you follow your schedule carefully, begin here, it's on your sidebar, I think it will make sense to you. If not, do not hesitate to call or text anytime. I don't want you on cyberspace confused. Trying to be somewhat interactive this semester, you will have weekly lectures, video lectures, as well as individual conferences during our scheduled class time. We shouldn't be in class, and literature is so much more fun in an actual classroom setting because there's so much to talk about. But we'll try to make do. So this week, first week, we will not have individual conferences because this class was scheduled on Monday, Wednesday, Monday holidays, kind of throwing everything off. Please do note your scheduled time, which is on your home page, announcements, and show up the second week per your slotted time. Then if you want additional meetings, we can do so, no problem whatsoever. Let's see, what else? The first story you will read, well, it's different. Ray Bradbury. And please note that, because you'll see this in your electronic text, you don't have to buy a book for this course. I've built the literature into the course, content, electronic text. But the story includes a poem by the same name. And part of you arriving at what Bradbury is doing is also understanding why he decided to include Sarah Teasdale's poem directly placed in his short story. And I don't want to give too much away. Your Dropbox assignments will generally be literary analysis. Your discussion posts will be more tying the story to something relevant. And I do think a lot of this, my goodness, so much of it right now is under debate. The whole privacy issues. elements of individual freedom, just a lot that's under debate right now, that kind of certainly is set up in many of these stories. Even medical progress, for goodness gracious sakes. So there's a lot going on in these stories, I think, that will give us a lot to talk about. The main thing, my main big wisdom tip, don't get behind. If you dig in, stick with your schedule, I think you'll be okay. Please read those first introductory pages. I think there's 7, but each one is short and each one kind of leads to the next. And the more carefully you read those, I think the intent is that reading those pages will really set you up well to kind of understand the layout of the course, as well as kind of the fundamentals of what you are to achieve by, within 7 weeks. Okay, so get going. Again, my cell number is plastered just about everywhere in the course. I wouldn't do that if I didn't want you to feel free to text or call. Have a good week. Hope you enjoy the first story. Let me know how it goes. Bye.